You're not. Ah, Mom, get out. I might have to delete both. Good morning. Come on in. I'm getting ready to try one of my breakfasts that I don't know how it's going to turn out myself. It's just something different that I'm going to try. First, I'm going to do turkey ham. I'm going to cut it in chunks. And I'm going to do one of my breakfast casserole. So I'm going to let it boil, like I said, for a few minutes. I sliced another slice of turkey ham instead of 2. I decided to do 3. So I'm going to use about 2 cups of self-rising flour. So this is half a cup. So that means I need to use about 4 of them. Okay, then next I'm going to use 2 large eggs. I'm going to use a little milk, not much, so I'm not doing very much measuring this morning. So really, I can just go ahead and turn the turkey ham off now because it's going to be a casserole. So what I use again, I use 2 cups of self-rising flour, 2 large eggs, and then what I did, I sprayed my pan with no stick spray. I sprayed that. Hey, Purple Paisley, how you doing this morning? I'm cooking this my own casserole, breakfast casserole. So this is something I'm trying different. So I just see how it turned out after I take it out of the oven. So this new for me too. Some Saturdays I just like to try different breakfasts. So I'm gonna have it for like a Halloween look. I'm gonna put a little food color in it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and put some soybean oil and extra virgin olive oil in the pan and just have it grease lightly. Then next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to soon take this turkey ham out, but I'm going to put some eggs in a bowl, salt and pepper, I'm going to put some salt and pepper in it, and sometimes I like to add a little milk. And I'm going to put it, I like to add a little milk sometimes with my eggs and make it fluffy and make them fluffy. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't know how many eggs I'm going to use. Usually when I do my breakfast casserole, it's just something that I like trying. And then usually when I try it, my family like it. So I'm going to start off with, I'm going to say 6 large eggs. Maybe 7. So we're going to have an orange breakfast this morning. It's Halloween Eve. I'm thinking, what is today? Is it the 31st or is it the 30th?
Halloween.
It's Halloween? Okay, well, we're going to have an orange breakfast this morning. So we're just going to see. I'm going to see how it turns out. Large eggs. And then I have my oven temperature on 390. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this ham off. And I use three slices of turkey ham. Hey, hi, Kaylee Care. I hope I'm saying that right. World. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. I hope everybody's doing well. So now, I don't know whether I'm adding salt. Then I'm going to add a little pepper. I don't like cooking with a lot of pepper. But I think what I need to do, I'm going to add a little more of this olive oil. I'm going to use a little more of it. Okay, I use a little milk in my eggs. That milk makes your eggs fluffy. And then, not only does it makes it seem like it stretch more for me. But anyway, we're going to see how this is going to turn out. Because this is my first time trying it this way. And I like trying new breakfasts. So what I'm doing now, I'm taking the turkey ham out. I don't know. So turkey ham it's not bad for you. And like I said earlier, I used 3 slices. So I'm going to stir this turkey ham and these eggs, and I'm going to go ahead and pour them on the pan. And I have aluminum foil on the pan, and I've sprayed it already, so I shouldn't have any problem with it sticking. And then next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this lightly, some orange food color. So I'm not going to use a lot of it. It looks yellow, but it's really orange. So I'm not going to use a lot of food color. I hope y'all can see this because it's orange the way I'm seeing it. But this camera might make it look yellow, but it's not. And I really don't like to use food coloring real heavy. Food color. So now what I'm doing, I'm pouring it in the pan with the eggs, the ham. And I'm going to let this cook about 30 minutes. At 390, the temperature is 390, so it should be done by then. So sometimes if you're trying something different, you just guess and hope for the best. So that's the best advice I can give right now. I can tell y'all, you can see after I take it out of the oven, I didn't use very much salt or pepper. I don't like using a lot of salt, and I really don't like using a lot of pepper either. So who's going out trick-or-treating? I'm not. I'm not going out for that. I have all candy, but I might buy some more. I might send to the store and more, but trick-or-treating is just out for me. And I know you all probably thinking, out for you, you don't need to go trick-or-treating, you're grown. But that makes sense too. But sometimes grown-ups still go out and have fun too. But I really don't really participate. Even when my children were smaller, I would just buy candy and keep them at home. So now it's just for me to do now is just be at home, probably watch a movie or something, but no trick-or-treating. And I'm not knocking it, but I think now with this pandemic, I think if you can just go and buy your candy or treats or whatever, just get them and bring them home and enjoy. Hey, Demetria Mosley. How you doing? You want an egg pie? That's my daughter let me know she want an egg pie. Well, you can get an egg pie. Let me finish up with this breakfast first. Probably not today, but I'll bake your egg pie. Okay. So do you all like trying different breakfasts like casserole? Just get something together, put something together and say, I'm going to try this. And then you don't have any idea how it's going to turn out because if that's your first time making it, it's like for me today. But sometimes I just do this on Saturday morning, just decide to try something new. Most of the time for breakfast, I think now a lot of people like bacon, eggs, and I like bacon too, but I'm just going to try this turkey ham and just combine it and hope for the best, like I said. Oh, you try them also purple? Okay. Well, that's pretty good. It just sort of like fun to just try and see how whatever you fix, you want to see how it turns out. And one thing about it, if your family likes it, it means it tastes pretty good. Because usually if you fix something and people don't like the taste of it, they're going to show you because they're not going to half eat it. Okay, you like egg custard pie? Okay. I like egg pie. I like sweets, desserts. When you say desserts, but I have a favorite dessert, some favorites, I say. I like the coconut cake and the cheesecake. So I usually if I make a coconut cake, I pretty much eat the whole cake myself. So that's not good. So egg custard. What's the difference in egg custard and egg pie? Is what the difference in it? I do the egg pie. Could I get y'all to thumbs it up for me, please? But I do I usually do egg pie. I haven't tried the egg custard. Not yet. What's the difference, Purple? Because if I say I could tell you that, I wouldn't be telling the truth because I've never made the egg custard before. Do you use more eggs or? Okay, it's not any different. Okay. Well, that's good then. I'm sure I would like it then because the egg pie, that's my favorite pie. But I have two favorite cakes. That's the coconut and that's the cheesecake. But I haven't made a cheesecake lately. I have a video where I made a cheesecake, but I think everybody just have a favorite dessert for the ones that like dessert. Everybody don't like dessert, but I do. But how's the weather where you all are? It's nice here today. It's just chilly. Chilly. And it was cold to me yesterday. But I don't know what the temperature is here today. So do you like where you're living at now, Purple, or do you like where you was before you moved with your son? Or do you ever get homesick and want to go back home? I appreciate you all for coming to the live stream because I've never make schedule for me going live. So I'm going to do better. I'm going to get better at it and start to setting up a time for me to go live. Okay, it's a little chilly. Oh, you're ready to go back to Houston. Okay. Is that where most of your friends are or family? Well, like they say, is no place like home. So I think most people, when they leave home, they get homesick. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm right where I've been born, and I was born and raised here, right here in Macon, Mississippi. So I like it. When I visit, when I go visiting, I'm ready to come back home. If I go and stay one night or two, I'm ready to get back to Mississippi. You know what? I didn't even see what time it is, what time it was when I put my food in the oven. So I'm just going to guess. I'm going to go in here and look at this clock and see what time it is because maybe it might have been in there now for 5 minutes. I don't know for sure. So does everybody like turkey ham? Some people don't like turkey ham, but I like it. Depends on how you cook it. Hi, say with Fifi in Mississippi. Are you actually from Mississippi? Okay, you might fly home, but you don't know. I understand. Okay, I'm from Mississippi also. Welcome to the live stream. I was saying, usually I don't ever have a date set up in a time for a live stream. So I appreciate you all for coming. And what I'm doing, I'm sitting here talking while I put my breakfast casserole. I have it in the oven. And this is something I'm trying new. So I got to see how it's going to turn out. I've used turkey ham. I put 3 slices of turkey ham. And I used about 2 cups of self-rising flour. Okay, you're in Madison. Okay. Well, I'm in Macon. So I don't know how far Madison is from Macon. But I've used 2 cups of self-rising flour. Yeah. And I got about 6 or 7 eggs. And I put that in the oven and I mix everything together. And I'm just going to try orange breakfast. And I'm just waiting to see how it's going to come out. I like trying casseroles at times on Saturday. Some Saturday mornings I just get up and just try different breakfasts. And they usually turn out good. And usually my family like it because if you cooking something and it don't get ate up, they don't eat much of it, it means they didn't like what you cooked. So I hope this turned out good. But this is where I was born and raised in Mississippi. So are you going to go out and trick or treat? I said that about myself, which I'm not. And some people probably say, you grown, you don't need to go trick-or-treating. There's nothing wrong with grown people going out having fun as long as you're doing the right thing. Okay, me either. Me either. But I'll probably be in and watch a movie. So that's what I'll probably do. So I put the orange color, food color in my bread. So that's going to be on the top. It's going to rise to the top. And I just hope for the best. I like watching them too, but sometimes after watching the scary movies, I find myself looking away from the TV. You know, I watch them, but then sometimes it just some scenes I just don't want to see. My sister and I, we started watching Pet Sematary. And I watched it so long with and it got a little scary. So I just sat there and I almost fell asleep because it just some scary movies I can watch them. But then after watching them, sometimes I get a little scared myself. That sounds crazy, but it's true. Well, it was a good movie, but after that happened with the little girl and all, after the guy went back and brought her back home, it just some of it I just couldn't stand to watch. So I just missed some of it. And then some people can watch them and it doesn't, I guess they don't have those, did she? I thought it was the cat, the gray cat that she wanted. Maybe we saw different. How many? Is it one part or more? Is it part two to it? The movie I watched, it was a gray cat that she had. I don't remember seeing the dog on it, but some of it I missed. Okay, it's two parts. Okay, that's why I missed it. But I like the horror movies, but some of them kind of put a thought on my mind. So sometimes I just have to bag off. I have to look off. Okay. Well, then I don't know. I probably watched the one. Well, I know I watched the one where the kid, it wasn't a kid, it looked like it was a cat, full grown cat, but I didn't see a dog on that one. This one was the one when the dad went out and they act like he dug her up, and I just couldn't. After that, I just had to look away some. So is everybody cooking a big breakfast this morning? So I got up earlier this morning. Now, this is my second time cooking breakfast this morning because my husband had to be at work at 4:00 this morning. So I was up at 3 something cooking. Okay, see, I don't drink coffee. I drink water and now orange juice, but coffee. Okay. So I got an early start this morning and got up and fixed his breakfast. And then I went back to bed. So now all my children are at home, so they kind of choicy. I believe my son will eat this breakfast and my youngest daughter, but my oldest daughter, I don't know about that for her. They're all choicy, but she's the most choicest. For some reason, I want a big breakfast on Saturday. Monday through Friday, I'm okay because I'm up cooking Monday through Friday anyway, breakfast anyway. But then when Saturday come, I want a big breakfast. I don't like eating a lot of cereal. Sometimes I might eat cereal maybe twice in a month or something like that, but I want a big breakfast Saturday morning. And sometimes through the week, I get up and I eat my ice cream before I eat breakfast. Now that's what I like, ice cream. I usually get up and get me about 2 ice cream cones, stack one on top of the other one, and that'd be so good to me. But Saturday, I got to have me a good breakfast. You know, they say breakfast get you going, but Sometimes I just don't have that. I just don't have a taste for sausage and eggs. Okay, what kind you like? I like the chocolate. I like the bluebell butter pecan, and I just like ice cream. It's so many flavors of butter pecan I haven't tasted yet. Then I like those Klondike bars too. They're good too. They're kind of expensive to me, but they're pretty good. Yes, I do, Perp. I thought about some ice cream this morning, but I just didn't fix me an ice cream cone. Now this gonna sound bad, but usually when I eat ice cream, sometimes I eat 4 ice cream cones. I fix two, then I stack one on top of the other one, and then next that go pretty good. And then I'm gonna get me another. I'm gonna get 2 more ice cream cones, and then that'd be it for me. Okay, you like the Klondike bars too? They're good. Ice cream is just good to me. But even though ice cream is good to me, I don't like any kind. If it's butter pecan, chocolate, I eat Neapolitan. Vanilla is not my favorite, but if that's all we have here, I eat vanilla. But I rather have chocolate and butter pecan. Oh yeah, bluebell. It's rich. It's a rich flavor. And then it's expensive. I like to buy it when it's on sale. Usually when it's on sale here, it's like sometimes I think it'd be like $4.98. But this week I went in the grocery store and it was I think I went in there Wednesday and it was like $7 and something. No ma'am. No ma'am. So I got this gallon size chocolate ice cream and it's like 5 something plus tax. And it's way cheaper than bluebell. So I'm gonna make it with that chocolate and my ice cream cones. I'm gonna eat some ice cream after I eat breakfast. Let me look at my casserole and see what's going on with it. I think I'm gonna let it cook. I said 30 minutes, but I think I'm gonna let it stay in here for maybe 10, 15 more minutes. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour some margarine over it and possible a little cheese. My family like cheese. I really don't care that much for it. But I'm gonna see where I'm gonna go with this casserole this morning. Okay, they don't. Okay. So what other good brands do they have there in California? And then everybody have most people I would say have a favorite ice cream, but usually if that bluebell is not on sale most of the time, I'm not gonna buy it. Okay, brands you never heard of. Okay. When you don't hear of something, you be kind of you don't know whether or not you want to try it or not. But it's some ice cream that's not. It's good ice cream. Some of it is better than others, but I think bluebell is just real rich and it has a real good flavor. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over here to this and take some margarine out, and then I put some. I'm gonna melt a little margarine. I'm gonna put it in the microwave, and then I'm gonna pour it over breakfast, and then I'll put a little cheese on top. You say, yep, it's good for the soul. Okay. Well, I know it's good to me. Ice cream is just delicious. Okay, I'm going to show you how it looks so far. It looks yellow. Look like to me it looks yellow from the camera, but it's orange. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little margarine on it. I'm going to melt some margarine in the microwave. And then I'm going to pour it over it, and then I add a little cheese to it. I'm kind of breaking it up with the spoon now. I'm not going to use a lot of margarine either. And then I put it back in. And what I'm still going to do, I'm still going to go ahead and add another thin slice of turkey ham on top. I'm going to cut just another small slice of it off, and I'm going to top it off with that. So you see, this is not much. I'm going to go ahead and put this on top, cut it up, and let it bake. And let's stay in there a few more minutes. And usually when you buy this kind of turkey ham, it's really practically done already. You can let it cook for a minute or two. You don't have to let it cook long. It's just up to you. Sometimes I boil it, sometimes I bake it. But I like the taste of it when I boil it. And a lot of people probably like frying it, but you can boil it for just in case if you have something else you need to do while you're cooking. You can boil it. I'll put it in the oven. I cook it both ways. So I'm going to let this cook maybe another minute or two. And then what I'll do, I may sprinkle a little cheese over it. I'm not really a cheese fan, but my family likes cheese, so I always know how to just separate mine. I don't have to just not use cheese because I don't really like it that well. So, Purple, did you go live yesterday or last night? Okay, did you? Okay. What time? Okay, at 3:00. Okay. So are you getting closer to getting your watch hours? Okay, you're going to be going live at Sunday. So every day you're getting closer to getting your watch hours, aren't you? Okay, yeah, that's what I think too. As long as you keep moving, you keep going, and you keep working toward them, you're getting there. Yep, that's what it's going to take. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out and stir in there and see what's going on now, and then I'll just sprinkle some cheese on top. And then I might not sprinkle any cheese on top because it's already orange, and they might they can deal with it. Without the cheese. And to me, it's more bread than anything. Maybe I shouldn't have used the 2 cups of self-rising flour. Maybe I should have just settled with 1.5 cup. So I'm going to go ahead and just settle for the ham that I have. I don't have a lot of ham in it, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. What I did, I cut one more slice up and just topped it with it, but I didn't cut it up in small chunks, so it doesn't look fancy. And I'll be the first one to taste it. And believe me, if my family don't like it, I'll know because they're not going to eat it. If they might taste it, but they're not really going to eat it like they should. So this is my breakfast casserole. For some reason, let me change this. For some reason, it looks more yellow when I look at the camera, but it's real orange. Maybe because of this light, but I'm gonna still put a little cheese on it, and I'm gonna be able to tell you the truth about it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour some cheese over it. Hey, Panda's Hair, Candy, and more. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. of what I did already. I made a breakfast casserole. This is something new for me. Sometimes I just like trying something new. What I did is Halloween. So what I did, I used some dough. Not really. I just put some self-rising flour and a little orange food color in, along with cheese, not cheese, along with eggs and turkey ham. So I'm going to try this and see how it turns out. I'm going to let you know if it's tasty, because if it's not, I tell you what, if it's not, I'll just you be able to look at my face and tell you, no, it mustn't turn out right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some cheese out and pour it over and then put it back in the oven and let it melt. So I'm going to use this right here. So this is Italian style cheese blend. And I didn't put it on my plate because really I don't like cheese. I don't really like cheese that much. Okay. So this is my batter. This is what I just poured the food color in. And if you can, this is turkey ham if you can see it. And then eggs also. So let me go ahead and say grace and sample my breakfast. Okay. Lord, thank you for the food that I'm about to receive, and let it be nourishment for my body. Amen. It's pretty good. Not too salty. And it didn't use a lot of eggs in it either. They're going to like it because they like the cheese. So we eating orange breakfast this morning. Got this big chunk of cheese. No, ham, turkey ham. So it's pretty good. So it's orange because today is Halloween. So it is. It's pretty good. I guess if it didn't taste right, I'd probably been looking real ashamed myself, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But I tell you, my son, he's gonna put syrup on his. He's just not gonna eat his plain like me. They like the cheese, and so it's pretty good for real. I guess if it wasn't, it'd have been time for me to turn my head and look the other way. Let me get my other pot holder and let y'all see the pan. I don't know why. I think it's the light because it looks yellow in this camera, but this is orange. And can you see the cheese in it? I didn't put a lot of cheese, but this is our orange breakfast for Halloween. So I baked it on 390. And this is my first time trying it, but it turned out pretty good. I think I'm going to get a little more. So you can see the cheese. Thank you, Tandy. It's just something I want to try. Usually on Saturday morning, sometimes I just like to try something different. So this is my breakfast casserole. Some might like it with butter. I don't use butter on my breakfast like that. I use margarine. Some might like it with syrup or whatever, but it just all depends. I use a little margarine and just a little cheese, but it's good. So I appreciate you all for coming to the live stream. And I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. And I will start doing more live streams as time go by, as I have a schedule. This is just something I decided to do this morning. And I appreciate y'all so much for coming in. And I hope you all have a blessed day, a blessed weekend. And God bless.